Thank you so much for a chat that was candid, sharp, and deeply insightful. In business, these are usually the conversations people later say, I wish I'd been in that room. Well, tonight, thankfully, we all are here for it. And I think it's fair to say that the evening could not have asked for a more thoughtful way to begin. Our sincere thanks to our wonderful panelists for setting the tone of the evening brilliantly, and to Shrutijit for guiding that conversation perfectly. Thank you once again. And now we turn to our next special segment, a conversation with a leader whose role in shaping growth, reform, and investment has had a lasting impact on public life and economic development. Over several decades, he has built a reputation for pairing political longevity with a sharp focus on execution. He has consistently returned to one of the big ideas that governance must not merely manage the present, but actively build the future. As Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, he has long placed infrastructure, technology, investment, and execution at the center of public policy, with a style of leadership that business has watched closely for years. It is our pleasure to invite none other than Shri N. Chandrababu Naidu to this stage. Thank you so much for being here, sir. And he will be in conversation with Executive Editor of ET Politics, Pranab Dhal Samanta.
Good evening, sir, and welcome to the Economic Times Awards, and also congratulations in advance on your award. Very few would remember, and I don't know if Sir himself would, but when you came into politics, he brought something new. He brought a trend, which is, I will win elections on performance. No old equations here and there, but plain performance-based delivery, and that will win me elections. I think a lot of people have followed your model after that. And today, when we look at investments coming to Andhra Pradesh, one must say you've caused tremors, if not earthquakes, in other states. As you've pulled in Google, you've pulled in green steel into Andhra. So my question is, what makes Chandrababu Naidu tick for Andhra Pradesh? And what are you doing in terms of a vision so that these people are attracted to Andhra so soon, so fast?
Thank you for your kind words. You are aware always, I want to do something bigger thing. I am fortunate I became CM after economic reforms. I was in politics for the last 4.5 decades. I have seen India pre-economic reforms and post-economic reforms. First time, 1995, I became Chief Minister. I prepared Vision 2020 for Andhra Pradesh. That is the achievement of Hyderabad today. That is the outcome. Now our Honorable Prime Minister is preparing Vikasit Bharat 2047. We are preparing now Vision 2047, that is Swarna Andhra Pradesh. I am very confident Andhra will be, today we are having so many problems, Andhra will be #1 state in the country. India will be #1. I am confident #1. We have to make it. That is possible only through Narendra Modi ji. This is going to happen. That is the aspiration I am working. When I started, all of you are aware here, mid-90s, IT revolution, internet innovation. Today, we are in an inspiring time. data center, artificial intelligence, quantum. We are all talking about Silicon Valley, that is in America. Now, future is we are going to talk about Quantum Valley, that is in India, that is Amaravati, that is going to happen in the near future.
Sir, we all are now consumed by the conflict in West Asia and the impact it is happening on the world economy, also on India in a big way. I'm sure Andhra Pradesh also must be feeling the heat. But people say that Chandrababu Naidu has the answer for India's future energy solutions. You have some big plans from nuclear, solar, wind, and I'm wondering how the costing of it is working out. Could you share with us some thoughts?
No, majority are here, they are already in advanced stage also. First time in India I brought power sector reforms, that is late 90s. By 2004, I was able to achieve power surplus because of the reforms. And also regulatory commission, first of its kind, we set up at the time. With all this very, very creative and positive and also futuristic, I lost election in 2004. But country gained momentum in power sector. Again, 2014, we pushed about solar energy, all renewable energy. Today, I am in a position to push further green energy, either solar, wind, pumped storage, and battery, all solutions. If we can do this, India will be number one in the future on energy sector. As you rightly mentioned recently, we are all measuring diesel is different, petrol is different, gas is different, and power also thermal, all these things. Ultimately, we need energy to run anything, either factory or vehicle or lighting, for everything. Now that is where I am working, cost-effective energy sector.
India can be less dependent on West Asia on the
Then automatically our Honorable Prime Minister has announced 500 gigawatts green energy by 2030. In that, Andhra Pradesh is going to contribute 160 gigawatts from Andhra Pradesh. Take it for granted, already we are able to achieve nearly 90 gigawatts. That is the speed we are moving forward. Future is totally green energy. Earlier, I don't know where I am getting power. Today, I can generate power on my rooftop, in my field, and also I can use power any